Hey everybody, it's Dale Powers from WGI. And today I want to talk to you about the new penalty appeals process that we put in place for this coming season. It's actually Rule 8.1. But let me start a little bit before that, because I think we can answer a lot of your questions so that there may not necessarily have to be a meeting or questions about your penalty. So what's new for 2025 is that all the timing and penalty judges will now be recording. So you're going to get an additional recording, and it will tell you things like where your authorized equipment starts, or where your interval times began. And at any time that there's a penalty, it'll be noted in this recording. So when you're leaving the floor, once the timing and penalty judge submits his material, his recording, you'll be notified by text, and it will be everybody who's listed as a staff member that your unit received a penalty. So at this point, you'll know to go look at the sheet. You'll log in to go look at your summary sheet, and you'll see what the penalty was. You'll also be able to go to the recording and listen to exactly what the T&P judge tells you. It may be a boundary violation, left side rifle while changing equipment to flag, or it might say two people going behind a prop stepped into the buffer zone and you'll have a timestamp. So you'll be able to actually hear what the timing and penalty judge is looking at and making notations about your penalties. So if your unit receives a penalty, you get a text message informing you of that. You go look at your summary form, you go listen to the recording, and if you still have a question, you have 15 minutes from the time of notification to send a text message to the contest administrator. Once you reach out to them, you can either ask a question via text, or you can say, could we have a brief meeting? And at that point, you can ask any questions. If there's any other discussion to have, the contest administrator will talk to the T&P judge. We have to do it this way because we can't stop the show every time somebody may have a question. And then once the contest administrator finds time to talk to the T&P judge, they will get back to you. The things you need to think about the most are the recording is going to be key to giving you a lot of information. And from the time you're notified, you only have 15 minutes to reach out to the contest administrator. Now, if you're one of the groups that is on the last two spots in a round or a class, you can wait as your unit's going off and ask the contest T&P judge if your group is receiving any penalties. That will eliminate any space between when you would get notified, because by the time 15 minutes happens for two groups, that would mean everybody else in a round, class, et cetera, would have to wait a length of time. So remember, if you're one of the last two people, you can ask the timing and penalty judge when you're leaving if your group is receiving any penalties. You might have to wait a minute for them to finish what they're doing, but they will certainly provide you with that information. So quick summary, you're going to get a text message if you're getting a penalty. Go look at your summary sheet in Competition Suite. Listen to the recording. We'll give you a lot of information. And then if you have any questions, reach out to the contest administrator. They will communicate with you then. They may tell you to come back to the gym, have a conversation with you. All of your communication will be with a contest administrator, not the timing and penalty judge. I hope this helps everybody. This should clear up a lot of questions that people have. There are many shows that we don't have a lot of people who get penalties, but if you do, we're hoping the recording part of it will answer so many questions for you ahead of time. I wish you the very best of luck. It's 2025. I can't wait for Color Guard to start. I know a lot of you are starting this weekend, and a lot of the circuits are doing the same process. So hopefully this whole thing will help everybody a lot. I wish you the very best of luck. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Take care.